Following our report on the face-off that went down between Allegation community in Bariga and the management of IKEDC Electric, the head of corporate communications, Felix Ofulue, speaks on what led to the conflict and how it's been dealt with. The conflict that resulted from a blanket disconnection order of residents of Ajileye Street, Ilaje, Bariga, by management of IKEDC Electric, throws up questions begging for answers, which include: why did the disco decide to deactivate the transformers in a bid to drive revenue generation, thereby throwing everyone, including prepaid metered customers, in darkness? The head corporate communications, Felix Ofulue, says the organization had no option than to ply that route, judging by the peculiarity of the area.
Most of the time they complain about you disconnecting them from transformer because just a few people are owing. Now, in some cases, the way they react to these issues, they come up with so much exaggeration. I mean, so from an emotional point of view. But you see, we deal with these issues as a business from a realistic point of view. Now, in most cases where they tell you that the people are owing, you find out that the transformers are owing as much as 20 million naira, 30 million naira in some cases. In this Bariga issue that we're talking about now, about 4 transformers are owing up to about 50 million. Now, you can say that, yes, I mean, these debts have been accumulated over time. But then again, too, there is a system in place that allows you to pay your immediate bill and even engage with the officials in your location to discuss on how to take care of some of these issues, you know. Now, so because of some aggression, and then again, too, on the part of the customers, and again, too, they also feel that based on certain assumptions that they have, that the bills are outrageous. So they do not bother to engage with the business in very fruitful and productive discussions. So that is why you find out that in some cases these things happen. Now, in very extreme cases, the transformers can be disconnected. One, because if a community puts up a resistance, not necessarily by attacking your customer, by refusing for you as a business to come in to disconnect debtors, then you have no choice, because at times there's this collaborative effort from communities to prevent our staff from getting into even disconnect the guys that are owing. Then in that case, you have to go to a central source and unplug it. What it does for you as a business is it gives you the opportunity now for you to, all of you to sit down at a round table and come up with some productive and fruitful discussion and resolution. And that is what has happened in this case. Now, secondly, there are also instances where you find out that the customers themselves, actually, where we engage in load shedding for obvious reasons, the supply that we get or the energy that we get from national grid is not enough. So we tend to ration. And, and one of the ways you ration is for you to load shed. Now you find that some customers take it upon themselves in their off days, off in quote, that's days they don't have supply, to go to the transformers again to try and reconnect themselves. It's in our best interest not to disconnect. There's a best interest to have them, because they will pay for the energy that they use. That's the money we use to pay the other components of the value chain. You understand? So, but now it's been resolved. Everybody's gone back to the normal situation. In fact, right now we're working with us to ensure that some of the debtors in quote in their locations are paying based on the plan. You know, what a payment plan in some instances. Nobody's asking you to pay everything at once.
He also says communication gap between the organizations and consumers has remained a major challenge, which they are currently addressing.